with our recruitment team. We are recording this event, so let's start the recording and we'll pass it over to our presenters.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us this afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. I am Caleb Torres.
And my name is Amy Albert.
And we are on the recruitment team here at AmeriCorps. And we're really excited to share more about our AmeriCorps programs with you today. There are many benefits available to AmeriCorps members after their service. And today, we are going to share these benefits with you, as well as share some ways to put those benefits to use. So let's go ahead and get started.
So what is AmeriCorps? AmeriCorps is a federal agency for volunteerism and community service in the United States. We provide opportunities for American adults of all ages and backgrounds to give their time and talent to get things done for their communities. No matter what you're passionate about, where you're from, or why you choose to serve, AmeriCorps is your opportunity to bring out the best in America, as well as learn new skills, meet new people, and gain valuable professional experience.
So how does it work? Well, there are multiple ways you can customize your AmeriCorps experience to find the service opportunity fit for you. First, you can choose the length of your service. AmeriCorps members can serve part-time or full-time for 3 months to 1 year. Shorter length summer options are also available for some programs. You can choose your service location. Apply for service opportunities in your own community or pick from a list of locations from across the country. And if you're flexible on location, some of our opportunities allow you to travel throughout the country during your service term. All opportunities are based in the US. Finally, you can pick your passion by searching for organizations that advance causes you care about, like conserving our natural resources, responding to natural disasters, mentoring students, addressing housing and health inequity, or helping veterans. You can choose from thousands of opportunities in just about any issue area, and many of these opportunities will give you multiple kinds of professional experiences. AmeriCorps is above all a customizable experience, and I'll share more information about our 4 different program models a little later, as we truly have an opportunity for everyone.
So who do we work with? AmeriCorps works with many national and local nonprofits, community organizations, local and tribal governments, and faith-based organizations. Together, these organizations and AmeriCorps members to accomplish their mission and drive greater impact while giving members hands-on experience. Here, you can see just a few of our partners.
Our model helps advance local solutions, which means communities determines what they need to address the challenges on the ground. And AmeriCorps provides the people power or funding to make that happen. As an AmeriCorps member, you will immerse yourself in projects that respond to communities' greatest needs. And you will serve alongside organizations, improving the lives of others and creating lasting change.
Now that we have shared some info about how your AmeriCorps service may look, let's share some of the benefits you'll receive as an AmeriCorps member.
AmeriCorps offers multiple benefits, both during and after your service. These are the benefits most AmeriCorps members will receive during service. Each program also offers unique benefits that we will cover later in the presentation. First and foremost, our AmeriCorps members are driven by their motivation to make a difference. Whether you're building homes with Habitat for Humanity, writing grants for small nonprofit organizations, or responding to disasters alongside FEMA, the impact your service organization and community will be felt. While altruism is the main reason people serve with AmeriCorps, there are several tangible benefits. You can serve just about anywhere in the United States. AmeriCorps is a domestic program in all 50 states, plus US territories. You can serve locally in your hometown, relocate to a new city to start your career, or travel throughout a region or the entire nation. You'll receive financial benefits. AmeriCorps programs offer a modest stipend or living allowance, which will vary depending on your program. Some options also offer limited health and medical coverage, travel, amongst other benefits. You'll also have unique and valuable professional development experiences. You can take the next step in your career and gain transferable skills employers value, including leadership, teamwork, and problem solving. Many members also gain a variety of technical skills during their service.
You'll also receive benefits after you complete your service. You'll receive money for school or student loans. The Siegel AmeriCorps Education Award is offered to individuals who complete a full term of service and can be used to pay for a range of educational expenses, like repaying qualified student loans or future tuition payments. This money can be used at most colleges, universities, and trade schools. We will cover additional benefits and uses of the Education Award later in our presentation. You could be eligible for loan deferment or forbearance while serving. Most federally backed student loans qualify. Your service with AmeriCorps may also count towards your years of service for public student loan forgiveness. Service with AmeriCorps also connects you to the Employers of National Service Network. We'll cover more about this benefit later in our presentation.
Now that you know more about the benefits of serving with AmeriCorps, let's look at the different programs and opportunities for service.
So first, AmeriCorps NCCC and FEMA Corps gives members the opportunity to serve on a team of young adults from around the country, travel and address critical issues like natural disasters and environmental conservation. AmeriCorps members serving in the NCCC and FEMA Corps programs strengthen communities and develop leadership skills through hands-on, team-based service. In addition to gaining invaluable experience, you will grow as a leader, learn teamwork, and develop meaningful friendships. NCCC has opportunities for 18 to 26-year-old adults. How it works. After completing training at an NCCC campus, your team will deploy to service on a variety of short-term projects in communities throughout the United States. Whether clearing trails for a national park or building homes for families in need, you'll engage in a variety of projects and have a once-in-a-lifetime experience. AmeriCorps NCCC provides lodging, a modest living allowance, meals, and transportation. AmeriCorps members serving in the FEMA Corps program get the team experience and adventure of AmeriCorps NCCC with intense professional development in emergency management. With the FEMA Corps program, you will serve under the direction of the FEMA, conducting administrative tasks, helping disaster survivors receive assistance, or supporting disaster response organizations. FEMA Corps provides a foot in the door with the federal government through a fast-track hiring process after service. Many individuals who serve with FEMA Corps go on into careers with the federal agency. This is a great opportunity for those interested in disaster management, work with FEMA, or employment with other federal agencies.
The AmeriCorps State and National Network makes up the majority of service opportunities. It's what we like to call the matchmaker of national service. Interested applicants can select from thousands of organizations that see service as a solution to local, regional, and national challenges. We have members serving in the classroom through programs like Teach for America, in the outdoors preventing forest fires on Indigenous land, or updating our recreation and park system, and everything in between. You can also choose a service time commitment that works best for you. This is a great opportunity for individuals of all ages and backgrounds.
One of our newest AmeriCorps state and national programs is Public Health AmeriCorps. We have partnered with the CDC to create this unique opportunity for those interested in serving in the field of public health. Public Health AmeriCorps helps meet the public health needs of local communities and provides pathways to quality public health-related careers through on-site experience and training. There are a wide range of project areas that members may focus on, including health equity, COVID-19 recovery, behavioral health, and reducing barriers to care. The COVID-19 pandemic intensified existing challenges in our country and highlighted the need for more people to pursue careers in public health. Public Health AmeriCorps provides a valuable opportunity to engage new communities and individuals in public health. Adults of all ages and education backgrounds are eligible to serve with Public Health AmeriCorps. Public Health AmeriCorps can also provide a stepping stone into permanent jobs in the public health fields.
Last but not least, AmeriCorps Vista empowers members to bring passion and perseverance to organizations fighting poverty. Members serve as agents for change, living and working alongside community leaders to meet our nation's most pressing challenges and advance local solutions. You can serve in a nonprofit or local government agency, gaining experience and leadership skills that will set you up for a life of service in the public or private sector. Anyone 18 or older who is looking to kickstart their career, re-enter the workforce after time away, or pivot to a new career sector should apply. You'll serve indirectly, doing behind-the-scenes work for organizations, typically in an office space or other professional setting, focused on anti-poverty solutions, such as writing grants, recruiting volunteers, and conducting community outreach. Members serve full-time for 12 months. Some Vista members may receive 1 year of non-competitive eligibility for federal hiring after completing a year-long service term, in addition to other benefits. Non-competitive eligibility is essentially a fast-track hiring process for federal government agencies. So if you're interested in a career in government, this is a great perk to keep in mind. There are also opportunities to network and explore employment with your host organization. And finally, the living allowance for Vista members is adjusted to reflect the living costs in the location where you serve. You may also receive a relocation allowance if you're moving from a different city.
Now that you know more about the AmeriCorps opportunities available to you, let's look at some of the opportunities and benefits for after your AmeriCorps service.
AmeriCorps alumni who wish to begin their careers after service can jumpstart their job search with the Employers of National Service Network. This network connects alumni with over 600 employers from the private, public, and nonprofit sectors who are committed to hiring AmeriCorps alumni. These employers recognize that national service alumni are strong leaders who are motivated, flexible, innovative, and outcome-oriented. They learn quickly, they work well on diverse teams, and they know how to mobilize others to tackle some of the most pressing challenges facing our nation and our world. Alumni can connect with employers through our search tool, as well as job fairs. You can find a list of all of our employers of national service here on our website.
For AmeriCorps alumni who are looking to begin or continue their educational journey, the Schools of National Service Network can provide great opportunities. Schools of National Service are institutions that recognize individuals who served in AmeriCorps, bring tremendous value to the higher education or other post-secondary experience that benefit the institution, other students, and their community. More than 300 schools of national service offer unique benefits to those who participated in national service. Some benefits include tuition matching for the Siegel AmeriCorps Education Award. This could be at the undergraduate or graduate level and could be specific to a school or program. AmeriCorps alumni may also qualify for special scholarships or fellowships, as well as expenses like books and supplies, room and board, or other personal costs like transportation covered. Some alumni may receive priority points for admission consideration, 1 year deferral for AmeriCorps service, and academic credit for service. These benefits will depend on the institution and degree or program. Another unique benefit for AmeriCorps alumni is in-state tuition for schools in Arizona, Maryland, Nebraska, and West Virginia. Our schools of national service include 2-year, 4-year, and graduate programs. You can find a list of our schools of national service on our website and explore their specific offerings for AmeriCorps alumni.
Some AmeriCorps alumni wish to explore careers with the organizations they are serving. It's common for members to seek employment with their service site upon the completion of their term. Their time with AmeriCorps provided the skills, knowledge, and connections to be successful in a full-time role with the organization. Many of the members of our recruitment team went on to work for the organizations they serve with. My name is Caleb, and I served while I was a full-time college student in a program, an AmeriCorps State and National program called Jumpstart, which focuses on early childhood literacy and social emotional development. As we mentioned earlier in the presentation, our AmeriCorps State and National program offers a variety of flexible service terms where you can choose and customize your experience to fit whatever your current life situation is. So for me, I was a full-time college student and could not commit to a full-time or full year of service. And so Jumpstart is an awesome organization that partners with universities all throughout the United States to create flexible programs, to create flexible schedules so that college students can volunteer while they are studying. So I volunteered with Jumpstart, working in the classroom with 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, tutoring them in English and social emotional development. And I served about 8 to 12 hours a week throughout my 4 years of higher education. Upon my completion of senior year and graduating, there was an opportunity that opened up with Jumpstart at my university to actually be the assistant manager of the program there. And so given my intimate understanding of the program and also having been a volunteer, that set me up to be extremely competitive in the application process. And so I ended up applying for that assistant manager role and got the position with Jumpstart. And then I went on to help manage that Jumpstart program at my university for about 3 years until another opportunity, this current role as a recruitment specialist, opened up at AmeriCorps. And given my knowledge as alumni, having worked, with children in the classroom, and also having managed an AmeriCorps State National program, really set me up for success in the interview process. You may not know, but to become a federal employee is a very competitive process. And so because of my experience with Jumpstart, that definitely set me apart and ended up landing me this current role that I have here today. So now I'll go ahead and pass it over to my colleague, Amy, to talk a little bit about her transition from a service member to an employee here at AmeriCorps.
Thanks, Caleb. So as Caleb mentioned, my name is Amy Albert, and as I mentioned earlier, I'm a recruitment specialist at AmeriCorps. And I served in 2013, 2014 at a nonprofit organization called Tenacity in Boston. So I taught tennis and literacy. The organization teaches tennis and literacy to Boston Public Schools district students, majority of which are middle school students. There's also a high school program that's more of a counseling scholarship program. And they continue to support students all the way through their college or whatever post-secondary degree looks like. Specifically during my AmeriCorps year of service, I served as a family engagement fellow. So the idea was to receive holistic support of the student, and that included supporting their families, guardians, and so we did 2 home visits a year, and did kind of served as that liaison between the middle school that I was serving with and the families in terms of what they needed and the resources available. From there, I was able to apply and leverage my AmeriCorps year of service into a full-time family engagement coordinator position at the agency in which I was serving. And I will say this until I'm blue in the face, I would have never received that opportunity without being an AmeriCorps service member. Everyone else within that role had a master's degree, had a master's in social work, and I had not yet gotten a graduate school degree. And it was because I was able to leverage what I learned throughout my AmeriCorps year of service and also become part of the Tenacity team, and they could see what I was able to do and accomplish, that they offered me that position as a full-time family engagement coordinator. And I actually was able to leverage my AmeriCorps year of service further when I worked at the State Commission in Massachusetts as a program manager for a Massachusetts state service program called Commonwealth Corps, which is specifically for Massachusetts residents, but also supports the larger AmeriCorps community. And I was able to manage that corps and was offered that position specifically because of my AmeriCorps year of service. And then after that, my subsequent AmeriCorps supervisory experience in which I was supervising AmeriCorps members within my role as a family engagement coordinator. And just from there, I was able to leverage that into my role as a community engagement coordinator at the University of Rhode Island, and then leverage that into my current role at the AmeriCorps agency. So my AmeriCorps year of service really in so many ways touched every aspect of my professional career up until this point. And I'm really grateful for the skills and experiences that I was able to learn and gain and then leverage moving forward as well. So jumping back in here, so for AmeriCorps alumni who are looking to continue their service journey and use the skills they gained in AmeriCorps to further help others, the Peace Corps can be an incredible opportunity. Service with AmeriCorps can help you stand out as an applicant when applying to Peace Corps. Your term with AmeriCorps demonstrates your commitment to service and is a great work experience to put on your resume. Depending on your AmeriCorps service, you may also be sharpening your language skills or improving the skills needed to succeed in your project sector. Peace Corps service is also a great way to continue to grow, develop, and improve the skills you gain in AmeriCorps. These skills, such as leadership, teamwork, problem solving, and communication, help you build your resume and prepare for your career post-service. Service with Peace Corps can also build on the benefits you receive through your AmeriCorps service. Like with AmeriCorps, you'll have access to the Employers of National Service Network, but you will also get a special hiring consideration within the federal government called non-competitive eligibility. So if you decide to work for the federal government, service with Peace Corps may also count as credit towards retirement if you meet the qualifications. Some states and territories allow returned Peace Corps volunteers to use Peace Corps service to meet teaching certification requirements. In select cases, they may be eligible to receive fellowships to teach in communities. Volunteers may also have the opportunity to earn a recognized teaching credential during Peace Corps service, a unique opportunity to meet the global professional English standards. Peace Corps members also have access to the Paul D. Coverdell Fellows Program, which offers volunteers reduced tuition, assistantships, and stipends at participating universities and colleges. This benefit, in addition to the education benefits received during your AmeriCorps term, can help you on your post-service educational journey.
And for those who may not be interested in using their educational benefits at traditional colleges and universities, there are a few programs that allow volunteers to use their educational awards to cover the cost of participating in other programs. One example is Global Service Corps. The Global Service Corps mission is to design and implement volunteer service learning and community development programs that benefit the volunteer participants and positively impact the communities they serve. Volunteers make a difference in the global community by working closely with Cambodian NGOs and other community development professionals assisting others. The Siegel Education Award can be used to cover the Global Service Corps program fees, airfare, tuition fees, and health and travel insurance. You do not have to be a student if you want to receive academic credit for your program, and you will have to coordinate that with your academic institution.
Another organization that allows AmeriCorps alumni to utilize their education awards is the National Outdoor Leadership School. NOLS is a nonprofit global wilderness school that seeks to help you step forward boldly as a leader. NOLS teaches wilderness skills and leadership skills to help people serve others and the environment. AmeriCorps alumni can use their AmeriCorps Education Award to travel the world, explore the outdoors, and continue building their leadership skills. NOLS offers $2,000 program match for AmeriCorps alumni who are interested in serving in semester or year-long expeditions. The Siegel Education Award can be used for any expedition, including their wilderness medicine course or alumni trips. We've dropped the links to both organizations' websites into the chat for you to explore and learn more about educational award alternatives, as well as our page with more non-traditional ways to use their education award.
Now that we have covered some of the benefits of service with AmeriCorps, let's talk about how to apply for service with AmeriCorps. When you're ready to apply, these are the 4 steps to start your service opportunity. Step 1 is to research opportunities at my.americorps.gov. Find the program, location, and time commitment that fits you. Our search features in the MyAmericore portal allow you to filter by these key factors so you can narrow down your search. Step 2 is to create a profile. Input some basic info and verify your email. Just a note, we do collect social security numbers at this stage to verify citizenship or residency status. This information is kept secretly in our system and is not used until we initiate the background check process once you're invited to serve. Step 3 is to complete an application. Input your education, professional experience, skills, and name at least 2 references to create a common application. Step 4 is to submit your application. Apply to 1 or more opportunities at once. You can submit your application to up to 10 different service listings at a time. And if you need assistance at any stage of this process, you can reach out to the National Service Hotline by phone or direct message.
At this time, we would love to answer any questions you may have about AmeriCorps, our programs, or finding your fit. And I'm actually going to jump right in and answer 2 quick questions. So 1, this is being recorded, and we will send the recording to everyone who has attended or who registered for this, for you to be able to review and go back and rewind if there's any questions that you might have, or if you want to share with someone who you think this might be relevant or interesting to them. The second question I just wanted to talk through really quick was a question around how do you list your service on your resume? Do you put AmeriCorps first as the agency you worked, or the project you worked at, and put in parentheses AmeriCorps? So my recommendation is to put the organization that you served with as the organization on your resume. So I'll use myself, for example. So on my resume, I have Tenacity as the organization I served with. And then that first bullet point is served as a full-time AmeriCorps member with the Tenacity agency. I would also recommend, if you are creating your resume after you completed a year of service, either full-time or part-time, making sure you're putting the number of hours that you completed, because I think that sometimes we are not aware of just how impressive it has been. Also, make sure you're listing any accomplishments that you have done, or any projects, or completed programs that you were a part of during your AmeriCorps year of service. So to answer your question, I would suggest agency first, and then first bullet point, or the AmeriCorps being your title. So AmeriCorps, mine would be AmeriCorps Family Engagement Fellow, and then my first bullet point would be served as an AmeriCorps member with Tenacity.
Someone asked, so to be clear, you can be 17 years old when applying, but you must be 18 years old when your AmeriCorps term begins. This is correct for all of our programs, except for some AmeriCorps state and national programs, where you can actually begin service at the age of 17. That is for a limited number of AmeriCorps state and national programs, but for other programs such as Vista and CCC, you need to be at least 18 years or older by the time your AmeriCorps term begins. And another kind of follow-up question, someone asked if age matters. The only time age matters like I mentioned, is for most of our programs, you need to be at least 18 years or older to serve. And for most of our programs, there are no upper age limits, except for our specific NCCC traditional core member role, where you have to be between the age of 18 to 26 years old. Now, if you would like to serve with AmeriCorps NCCC, and you are over the age of 26, you can always serve as a NCCC team leader, where there is no upper age limit for that.
So a question came through regarding finding AmeriCorps opportunities. And so I am actually going to very quickly take over a screen share and show y'all a couple of ways that we can find AmeriCorps opportunities. I know that we went through this during our presentation, but I think sometimes it's nice to be able to walk through the process so y'all can see where those opportunities are. So let me just pull this up on my screen. And there are two things I'm going to show. So first thing I'm going to just share, and hopefully y'all can see it. This is the MyAmericore portal. So this is what we had mentioned. So if you go to my.americorps.gov, that will take you to this page in which you can create your profile. We will share the step-by-step guide for creating a profile in the MyAmericore portal, as well as how to apply for opportunities. But once you start the process of creating a profile in the MyAmericore portal, you can apply to multiple different opportunities that are of interest to you. I like to think of it as almost like a common application for AmeriCorps opportunities. You also can just search listings here. So as you can see on my screen, I'm going to highlight it. It says search listings. I apologize. I think it's a little bit small, but it says search listings. So if I click search listings, I get to this advanced listing search page, and I can search based on program type, state, program name, where to serve. So if I wanted to look for opportunities in Massachusetts that were full-time, that were related to health, I could click Massachusetts, full-time, health, search, and that will take you to the opportunities that are available. Hopefully my computer will load here, but that will take you to the opportunities that are currently hiring AmeriCorps members. And if I click on one of those opportunities, it will show me the program start and end date, whether it's full-time or part-time. And it also has the contact information here. If you have any questions about this specific opportunity, we would highly recommend reaching out to this person here. But it goes through, so this is the PARI program recovery initiative, which is in response to the opioid crisis, and it goes through the member duties as well as the program benefits. As we mentioned, there are some standard program benefits you'll see with most programs, the living allowance, education award, training, but there are also some that are different, like relocation allowance. That's a different program benefit for this opportunity than might be on others. So we always recommend taking a look at these program benefits. And then once I am signed in, I can click apply now. And once I'm signed in, you can apply for this position using that, like I mentioned, common app, that profile that I had created. Another opportunity I just want to quickly bring to attention is we also have our state service commissions for each state. So I could also say I'm very interested, and I can drop this in the chat too. So if I can say, oh, I'm very interested in serving in Massachusetts and I want to see all the opportunities that are available, I would come here to Massachusetts and click on massservice.org. That takes me to the Massachusetts state service site. I can click AmeriCorps and it will give me some opportunities, some information about AmeriCorps. And I can also find where what AmeriCorps opportunities are available in Massachusetts. So if I go here, this page for AmeriCorps, and then if I press view open AmeriCorps positions here on their page, This shows me, I think they have a cool little map on their page. This is different for each state. And this will show me exactly where AmeriCorps members are serving in the state of Massachusetts, within the state and national program. And it also has the list of their opportunities here. So I heard a couple of people in the chat mention they were interested in public health. So right here, you see public health, and it will show you information on their public health programs. So that is how you would find some opportunities.
Another question that I did see in the chat is if we work with older adults. So today we did not cover any of our seniors, AmeriCorps seniors opportunities. However, our agency does have AmeriCorps opportunities that are specifically for American adults who are age 55 and older. And one of my colleagues can go ahead and drop the link to our AmeriCorps seniors website in the chat, and you can explore different opportunities if you are someone who is 55 or older and would like to serve. Now, those programs are specifically designed for older Americans. However, you are also free to serve in any of our traditional programs, such as AmeriCorps Vista or AmeriCorps State and National. Another question that I see in the Q&A box is, how can people with disabilities find suitable roles? And this is a great question. And I would say that if you are someone with a disability, please feel free and empowered to apply for any role whatsoever. As a federal agency, all of our program partners are, they must provide reasonable accommodations to Americans or individuals with disabilities. And so regardless of the program, we are committed to providing reasonable accommodations and making sure that we're removing as many barriers as possible so that individuals of all ages and backgrounds and abilities can serve.
I also saw a question come through. What is your best advice for a college student who is considering a career in this field? And I think that for me, the best advice would be to see what type of opportunity would be the best fit for you. So for some, AmeriCorps NCCC might work best because they're looking for an opportunity to travel within a specific region, live and serve alongside other AmeriCorps members, as well as connect with disaster services or other opportunities. Other people, it might be a better fit to serve with an organization that's associated with our AmeriCorps Vista program, because that's more of a capacity building office setting in which you're doing things like grant writing or volunteer recruitment and management, or serving with our AmeriCorps State and National program, doing more of that direct service. So my biggest advice would be to find something that is of interest to you and try it out. I also am a firm believer that AmeriCorps can be a great opportunity to try something new and determine at the end whether you do or do not like that opportunity. I think that I've shared with a couple of people who are interested in AmeriCorps that when I served in the Boston Public School District as an AmeriCorps member with tenacity, my team, some team members from AmeriCorps went on to become teachers or school counselors, and other individuals use their education award to further their education, or they leverage their AmeriCorps year of service into a different type of position, not within the school district. So it's a really great opportunity to try something new if you're not 100% sure what next steps look like, or get your foot in the door for an opportunity that might be of interest to you. As Caleb mentioned, if you're interested in the federal government, AmeriCorps can be a really great pathway, either through the FEMA Corps program to work with FEMA, through AmeriCorps Vista to receive non-competitive eligibility, or Public Health AmeriCorps, which is a partnership with the CDC. So there's a lot of opportunity available.
I see someone is also asking their science teacher and looking for a career change. And so they're asking how AmeriCorps can help them move into a new career. They are interested in environmental protection and sustainability. So as Amy just mentioned, there are a lot of different ways to kind of gain experience in a different field. And so I would definitely encourage you to search our portal for perhaps AmeriCorps State and National opportunities or AmeriCorps Vista opportunities. Through our portal, there are filters, and you can click to specify that you're interested in working in environment and sustainability, and you can specify which areas you might be willing to work in. And so I would definitely explore those opportunities, at least to gain experience in that area to see if, it's something you're actually would be passionate about and would like to continue. And as we've mentioned before, there are occasionally opportunities to actually work for the partner organization that you served with. Another question is asking why the application process is so lengthy. And we definitely understand that our system is a little bit outdated, and our agency is currently investing in modernizing our application process. So currently there is nothing we can do about the length of the process, and we apologize for that, but know that we are investing in making the application process a lot smoother.
I've had another question come through regarding which AmeriCorps programs generally offer the longest term positions. And I think that what is most helpful in that way is that AmeriCorps positions are only up to 1 year, but you can serve for multiple years if you reapply as an AmeriCorps member. So I know many people who have served as an AmeriCorps State and National and then AmeriCorps Vista and vice versa, or have served with AmeriCorps NCCC and then went on to serve with AmeriCorps Vista or AmeriCorps State and National. So you can serve for multiple terms, but AmeriCorps Vista is a full year of service. They also offer summer associate programs. AmeriCorps State and National is flexible in that there are some 3-month programs all the way to a year. And our AmeriCorps NCCC program is a 10-month service program. So that it's a little bit different, but most traditionally it is an AmeriCorps is a year of service at most.
Someone else is asking in the question Q&A box regarding designing your own project. Would it have to be in one of the service areas listed on the advanced listing search? And so I believe you are referring to the customizable nature of AmeriCorps experience that we mentioned earlier in the presentation. And what we mean by that is that our AmeriCorps State and National programs, because there are so many different programs and they offer more flexible schedules, we mean to say that there are more opportunities for people of different backgrounds and time commitment availabilities. What we don't mean is that you can go in and create your own experience from the ground up. Similarly, like if you wanted to create your own major at a university, sometimes that's an option. But what we mean is that there are just so many opportunities with AmeriCorps State and National that you should be able to find an opportunity that fits your background, interests, and ability to commit. Someone in the chat box is asking if programs will be affected if there's a government shutdown. And because programs are operating with funds that are already obligated, there should be no effect to programs given the government shutdown. Aside from the fact that our agency on the federal side will not be able to work. And so we will not be able to respond to program inquiries or anything of that nature, but the programs will continue to function as normal. And someone just asked in the Q&A box if remote work is still available. Because the COVID-19 pandemic has been officially declared over, most of our program opportunities have shifted back into in-person opportunities. However, it is up to certain programs, specifically within our Vista and AmeriCorps State and National programs. Programs might offer hybrid or virtual opportunities. But at this moment, our search portal does not offer the function to be able to search by remote or virtual opportunities. So that's something that you'll have to discuss with programs that you might be interested in your community.
All right, I'm going to give everyone just a minute or two. I'm not seeing any additional questions coming through in the Q&A box, and here we come. So the recording for this video will be sent to everyone who is registered. So you'll receive a recording within the next week or so. And then I did see another question come through the chat regarding, is there a hiring season, or can you apply for some things at any time? So each program has a little bit different of a hiring season. AmeriCorps and CCC has really tight deadlines in terms of when they start their service terms. Other programs may sometimes have AmeriCorps members accepted on a rolling basis. So what you see in the MyAmericore portal or posted are opportunities that are currently looking for AmeriCorps members. And there are AmeriCorps members who are starting their service terms sometimes at all times of the year. So I would encourage you to take a look and see what makes the most sense for you.
Someone else asked in the chat box if AmeriCorps is the same as Senior Corps. And this is yes and no. Both are all the AmeriCorps programs that we covered today are AmeriCorps programs, but so are AmeriCorps Seniors programs. They're also part of our agency. They are just programs that are specifically for older adults. They offer a lot of similar opportunities, but they're just slightly more tailored to American adults age 55 and older. And they do not have the same benefits, such as an education award or a living stipend as our other programs. So those are really the minor differences.
We got two more questions in the Q&A box as well. One is regarding a question of, if you are over 26, you have to apply to be a team leader. So only for AmeriCorps and CCC. So for AmeriCorps and CCC traditional team members, you need to be 18 to 26, but you can apply to be a team leader if you are over the age of 26, or if you are within that age range and have leadership experience. You do not need an NCCC experience to be considered as a potential leader. You just need previous leadership experience. But NCCC is the only program that is the case. For AmeriCorps State and National and AmeriCorps Vista, you need to be just 18 and older. For AmeriCorps State and National, there are some programs that are 17 and older. And we have AmeriCorps members who are serving of all ages and backgrounds. And then another question was around, will you host another post-AmeriCorps webinar anytime in the future? Yes, we will be hosting additional AmeriCorps webinars on a monthly basis. We have an AmeriCorps 101 webinar happening on November 28th. And Courtney dropped in the chat earlier, we have an AmeriCorps careers presentation that's happening in December as well.
Also keep an eye out on our handshake pages and through our social pages and our self-delivery emails for you to get the opportunity to learn more about our upcoming webinars. As Amy mentioned, we have one each month, and our topics are rotating and changing with a reoccurring AmeriCorps Seniors 101 and AmeriCorps 101 presentations every few months.
All right, and I'm dropping in the chat right now, again, the AmeriCorps step-by-step guide for applying through the MyAmeriCorps portal. And a question also came through NOLS, the only organization where the SEGLO award can be used for educational travel. And Caleb, you can go ahead if you want to answer that one. I saw you pop up.
No problem. So that is, to our understanding, the only, other than the Global Service Corps, those are the only ones, to our knowledge, that can be utilized to pay for travel expenses. But we are always doing more research and creating partnerships with different organizations. But at this time, we believe those are the only ones.
Great. So with that, I am going to start closing up. Thank you all so much for joining us today and for your interest in being part of the solution through service. We appreciate you taking the time to learn more about AmeriCorps and beginning your journey of national service. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at AmeriCorps. If you're interested in a specific program, please join one of our upcoming webinars for more information. The next NCCC specific webinar is on December 8th. We'll drop that in the chat. And the Vista webinar, the next one is on December 7th. If you have additional questions, please reach out to us at join@AmeriCorps.gov or explore our website. Please also take a few moments to fill out our survey, which will appear at the end of this event once you select end or leave, and will help us deliver the most relevant and useful content in future sessions. The survey should only take a minute or two to complete and includes the option to request some one-on-one follow-up from our team. I hope you have a wonderful day.